Hello viewers, welcome back to today's presentation on the property management system designed by Anand Systems Inc. Today we want to look at a very critical aspect of ASI point of sale. This has to do with reports, and this report is item stock report. This is very important because it tells you and teaches you how items you bought are shared among your departments, and how they are sold, and how you can account for them. So let's take a quick dive into it. Look at reports, click on the reports tab, come down here, select item reports, and then choose item stock reports. Click on this. When you click on this, expand this. Let's use it to feed the page. So look at the pages. Look at 33, for example. 33 lager beer sold in bottles as the base unit. At the beginning of a day, what was not sold the previous day are part of your opening stock for the day. And if there are new items that you requested for, they will also be part of your opening stock. Sorry, new items you requested for that transferred as voucher will come in as voucher, but what was not sold the previous day is your opening stock for the day. So when you look at it, from previous sales it had 12 left over, so that's your opening stock. Purchase is not part of it, because if you look at this is the wholesale department. So if it's purchasing department, they might have records here. So for the sales, you are not interested in purchases here. And then you have a date also that you choose. So you can also choose a date range, but I'm just using 8th of February 2025. So you can also switch to a different department, but I'm using this department for now. So for the 33, there is voucher in, which means they made a request for more bottles of drink, and they were giving 10 bottles. So now he has a total of 12 plus 10, 22 bottles to sell for the day. Then under sales, so far he has sold 2 bottles. So if he has sold 2 bottles for today, that means you are having 22 minus 10, 22 plus 12 plus 10 gives you 22, minus 2 gives you 20. So that is closing stock for now. So if you take Budweiser, for example, opening stock that's left over from previous day's sales is 32 bottles. Purchase, we have no business with. Voucher in, nothing was received today. So because they have enough. So sales, they sold 2 bottles. Recipe, we are not using this for recipe. So voucher out, they gave a total of 5 bottles out to other departments to help them sell. So that's voucher out, so it's a negative. So if you look at it, he started with 32, sold 2, which means he remained 30, gave out 5, which means 30 minus 5 is 25. So that's why he has this closing stock here. So if there are adjustments, you also see the adjustments in this list. So adjustments could be plus, they could be minus also. So that's about this. If you also go to Fanta or other drinks, you also see their own stock. Let me see if I have any other one that has let me see if I have one that has voucher deductions or something like that. Okay, I have some that has adjustments, so from this date to this date. So I'm using a date range in this case now. So let's just make this to feed the page also. So when you look at that trade for example, you can still see the voucher in. You see there were sales because we are using a date range between 2nd and the 8th of February. So it's no longer 2 bottles sold here, but there are other bottles sold before that have been, this cumulative now, that have been added to this. So it's a total of 6 bottles have been sold. Then voucher adjustment. By voucher adjustment, 4 bottles were added, maybe from a party. Unsold bottles we have returned to the system as voucher adjustment. So when you now do this addition, 12 plus 10, that gives you 22, minus plus 4 again gives you 26, minus sales, which is 6, gives you 20. So that's why you're having 20 as your closing stock right now. So you need to be careful about this. You need to understand it for you to be able to manage it, and also minimize mistakes that you might encounter at the start. So for Budweiser, there are 30 bottles here, none received, a total of 3 sold. Voucher out, they gave out 5. They also received by adjustment 3 bottles. So that means the incomings are the 30 bottles Okay, part of the 30 bottles, none was sold here. Voucher out, he gave out this. So 3 plus 30 gives you 33. So you sold 3, which is 30 now remaining. Then voucher out, you gave out 5. So that's why you have 25 remaining. So sometimes you also look at this, you have a negative voucher here. It could be that some bottles were broken, or the beer had the fault, or for whatever reason. So for this life lager beer, maybe 2 bottles were broken. So you see for the records here, opening stock as of that date is 33 bottles. Sold how many? 8. So 33 minus 8 should give us 25. Now there were adjustments of 2, so 2 bottles were bad, so they were adjusted negative, so you remove those 2 bottles that were out. So 25 minus 2 gave us 23. So that's why you're having this as opening stock. So if you're also looking at this, you also see where you have the 0 points, 3 points of whatever reason. So why do you, some of you wonder, why do you have 0 points and stuff like that? Like for this, that you have 0.1 here. So this means some of the items are sold in smaller units. So that's why you have fractions like tots, some smaller units like tots. So if you don't understand it, but let me just imagine that you have 2 loaves of bread and you use half a loaf to make a toast that is sold. So then invariably you are having 1.5 loaves remaining, which will be counted as 1.5. So you can see here you have sales recipe 1.67. So this is how the decimals come in. So that shows you that this software is also much granular, that you can handle decimals too. So this is a kind of summary about inventory on stock management. So thank you for watching, and hoping to hear from you very soon. My name remains No Second Chance, and questions, comments are welcome. I'll do my best to also treat them. So that's about that for now. If you have questions, throw them up. I will attend to them to the best of my ability. Thank you once more, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Ciao.